Hi everyone, in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to make these chocolate orange shortbread sticks. Essentially, these are orange shortbread cookies that are made in this cute little adorable stick shape, which is perfect for dipping into a cup of hot tea or coffee, and then the top half is dipped in some dark chocolate, which works so well with orange. The shortbread cookie itself is buttery, crumbly, and crunchy and only requires 3 main ingredients, so without further ado, let's get started. The first thing that we're going to do is make the shortbread cookie dough. We're going to start off with 200 grams of unsalted softened butter. As you can see, the butter is nice and soft, and this is exactly what you want for this recipe. I'm going to start off by using an electric mixer to beat that until it's nice and creamy like this. Next goes in the sugar and some orange zest. This is the main ingredient to flavor our cookies. We're not going to be using any artificial extracts for this recipe. Beat that on medium speed until it is fully incorporated and it becomes nice and creamy and fluffy like this. You can do this using a spatula as well. It will just take a little bit more time, and if you're going to be doing this with a spatula, I highly recommend using super soft butter. That way it's going to be very easy to mix in with the sugar. Next, we're going to add in the dry ingredients, which includes just some regular all-purpose flour and a little bit of salt to balance the flavors. Use your mixer on low speed to give that a good mix until your mixture turns crumbly like this. Now we're going to get rid of the beaters and switch to our hands. If you find this gross, you definitely don't have to do this. You can use a spatula or a stand mixer to bring the dough together, but I just find it's way quicker to use your hands. And when you're going to be using your hands to bring the dough together, keep in mind that we're not kneading the dough. We're just bringing everything together until there's no longer any flour left. This shortbread cookie recipe is very versatile. You can use this base dough that is made up of 100 grams of granulated sugar, 200 grams of softened butter, and 300 grams of flour to make any type of flavored shortbread cookie that you want. I'm going to be chilling this and then making these cookies the next day, so let me show you how you can store this in some plastic wrap if you're going to be doing the same thing. You're going to place your dough ball in the center of a large piece of plastic wrap like this. Use your hands to flatten it out as much as you can, and then what we're going to do is fold the two sides over like this. Now for the other two ends, I'm just going to fold it in a little bit just to seal the ends. I'm not going to bring it all the way up onto the dough. Now I'm using a rolling pin to roll that out into a nice and smooth rectangle or square. Once you've wrapped that nicely, you can store this in the refrigerator for up to 3 to 5 days. And once you're ready to bake your cookies, you're going to need to work with the dough and it's going to be hard. So you do want to let that sit at room temperature for 10 to 15 minutes before you do that. If you're not going to be making the dough ahead of time, you don't have to worry about this step. Just skip it and go straight to rolling out the dough. Bring your dough out onto a well-floured surface, and then we're going to roll this out into a rectangle that's roughly 9 by 7.5 inches. Use a bench scraper if you have one to get nice and sharp edges like this. Next, you're going to take your knife and then cut that directly in half to make 2 rectangles. Now from each rectangle, what I'm going to do is trim off the edges from the 3 sides just so that it's nice and sharp. You can save these scraps of dough and then turn it into little cookies for yourself. Repeat this step for the other rectangle as well. Now use a ruler and a knife to make 1/4 inch markings all across the rectangle dough like this. You can make them 1/2 inch if you'd like, but I think 1/4 inch is a better size for these sticks because they do spread a little bit in the oven. Now I'm just using a bench scraper to mark the entire line, and then I'm going to go in with my bench scraper to cut all of them out. Of course, you can also use a knife to do this because if your bench scraper is plastic, I don't recommend using it to cut out the sticks. As you can see, it's very simple to achieve the stick shape, and if you love buttery cookies, then you should check out my other shortbread cookie recipes. I will leave them in the description box below. Repeat this process with the other half as well, and then you're going to place all of your cutout sticks on a parchment-lined baking tray, pop that into the refrigerator for around 20 to 30 minutes because we really don't want them to spread a lot, and then we're going to bake these in the center of a preheated oven at 160 degrees Celsius for around 15 minutes. Once they're baked, if your cookies have spread a bit too much, you can try this neat hack, which is to use 2 bench scrapers and push them together like this. You want to do this while they're hot, otherwise it's not going to work. Let those cool down completely, and then we're going to dip them in chocolate. Today I'm using dark chocolate, but you can definitely use milk or white chocolate for this. I also mixed in some vegetable oil into the chocolate to make it a little bit easier to work with. Add your melted chocolate to a tall glass. This will make it easier to dip the sticks. Then you're going to start by dipping either 1/3, half, or even the entire stick if you'd like, and then remove any excess chocolate using the rim of your glass, and then place that on a parchment-lined tray or baking sheet and let that set completely for around 20 to 25 minutes at room temperature. I also added some fresh orange zest on top, but that is totally optional. And that's it, your chocolate orange shortbread sticks are ready to go. These can be stored in an airtight container at room temperature for around a week. Keep in mind, if it's hot where you live, you do want to put those in the refrigerator because the chocolate might start to melt. The detailed recipe is available on my blog, and you can find a link to that in the description box below. Let me know in the comments down below if you tried this recipe or where you're watching from. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.